Bonjour, mes amis, c'est Guillaume Dubois, votre humble clou sans tête, your nail without head, here to hammer some sense into the madness of Canadian politics. Welcome to another episode where we strip away the veneer of this circus and expose the clowns beneath. It's Saturday, March 29th, 2025, and what a week it's been. The election campaign is in full swing, and the past 7 days have shown us just how desperate our so-called leaders are to win your vote. Let's dive in, shall we? First, let's talk about our shiny new Prime Minister, Mark Carney, or, as I like to call him, Monsieur Globaliste. This man's been in power for, 2 weeks? And already he's acting like he's Canada's savior. On March 23rd, he struts out of Rideau Hall after dissolving Parliament, calling a snap election for April 28th. And what does he give us? A grand speech about standing up to Donald Trump and a promise of a middle-class tax cut. Oh, how noble! We'll save you from the big bad American tariffs, he says, chest puffed out like he's some hockey hero. And then to top it off, he drags poor Mike Myers into this farce, a video that's racked up millions of views on X, with Myers waving the Canadian flag like it's some Hollywood prop. Pathétique et dégradant, I said on X, and I stand by it. This isn't leadership. It's a PR stunt, cooked up by a man who spent more time rubbing elbows with bankers than talking to real Canadians. And then just yesterday, March 28th, Carney finally picks up the phone to chat with Trump. Oh, quelle surprise. He says Trump respected Canada's sovereignty during their little tete-a-tete. Really, Mark? Did he pinky swear it too? I can picture it now. Carney with his Goldman Sachs polish trying to charm a man who'd rather annex us than negotiate. This is the guy who's supposed to protect us from a trade war, the same guy who spent years cozying up to the World Economic Forum and Bilderberg elites. Forgive me if I don't buy this sudden patriotic act. He's a technocrat playing dress up as a leader, and we're supposed to clap like trained seals. Now let's turn to Pierre Poilievre, the conservative firebrand who's been crisscrossing the country with his Canada First rallies. On March 23rd, he kicks off his campaign in Gatineau, preaching about a promising tax cuts, 15% off your income tax, no less. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Then on the 27th, he's in Surrey, BC, railing about housing costs and vowing to scrap the carbon tax entirely. Life's too expensive. Streets too dangerous, he cries to the crowd. Pierre's got a knack for tapping into anger, I'll give him that. But here's the rub. This man's been in politics for 2 decades, and now he's the underdog hero? Please. He spent years polishing his populist act, and yet he's still dodging questions about how he'd actually balance the budget or stand up to Trump without turning us into America's doormat. Oh, and let's not forget his little dance with Trump comparisons. The liberals are gleefully painting him as Canadian Trump, splicing videos of Pierre and Donald saying the same buzzwords, fake news, everything's broken. Pierre's out there insisting he's tough, not Trump's lapdog, but when Alberta's Premier Danielle Smith blabs to Breitbart that Trump's tariffs hurt his campaign, you can almost hear the panic in conservative HQ. Pierre's trying to pivot, promising to insist Trump respects us. Insist? What's he going to do, wag his finger at the White House? This is a man who spent years perfecting sound bites, not solutions. So what's happened this week? Carney's playing the statesman, shaking hands with premiers and promising free trade by Canada Day. Nice dream, Mark, but good luck with that. Poilievre's rallying the masses, tossing out tax cuts like candy at a parade. Both are obsessed with Trump because, let's face it, he's the real puppet master here. And the rest of us, we're stuck watching this soap opera unfold, bombarded by social media sound bites, Carney's hockey metaphors, Pierre's angry rants. Misinformation's flying too. Some say Carney's out to bankrupt us for his corporate buddies. Nonsense with no proof, while others claim Pierre's still itching to raise the retirement age, even though he's sworn to keep it at 65. Who to believe? Here's my take, mes amis. Neither of these men is the answer. Carney's a polished suit with no elected experience parachuted in to save the Liberals from Trudeau's mess. Poilievre is a career politician who's mastered the art of outrage, but lacks a real plan. Over the past 7 days, they've shown us their true colors. Carney with his desperate PR, Pierre with his recycled promises. This election's a choice between a banker who thinks he's a hero and a populist who thinks he's a rebel. Neither's got the spine to truly tackle Trump or fix what's broken here. So what do we do, think mes amis? Don't just swallow the propaganda, look past the tax cut bribes and the flag waving. Canada's at a crossroads, and these two, they're more about their own egos than our future. That's it for today. I'm Guillaume Dubois, your close on tête, hammering away at the truth. Until next time, restez vigilants.